Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the Chess Librarian. Lesson 10, Opening Principle. We will now focus on the strategies of chess. Let's start with some basic opening principles. The three most important opening principles are development, control of the center, and king safety. I am using the book Chess, Lessons from a Grandmaster by Grandmaster Yuri Shulman and Rashi Shia. This channel makes any money, it will be all donated to Breast Cancer Association and St. Jude's Hospital. If you have any comments, please leave them. I'm always looking for new ideas. Let's continue our journey. Development. The main idea of the opening is develop your pieces. Development means bringing out pieces from their original squares, especially minor pieces. Develop your pieces toward the center. Pieces that are in the center control more squares. Develop your knights before your bishop. The bishop generally can be developed on more squares than knights. For example, the G1 knight is usually developed to F3, whereas the F1 bishop can be developed to C4, B5, or even E2. Try to develop your king side before your queen side so you can castle earlier. And don't make too many pawn moves. You do not want to waste moves in the opening, and moving a piece twice is often a wasted move. White pieces are well developed in this diagram. The bishops are out, the knights are out, and the rooks are connected. Control of the center. Control of the center is the key to winning a chess game. The player who controls the center usually controls the game. You do not want to make too many pawn moves in the opening, but it is acceptable to move your center pawn, the E and D pawns, to control the center. When developing pieces, try to develop toward the center so that they control the center squares. Controlling the center is important at all stages of the game, not just during the opening. King safety. King safety is vital because the king is the most important piece on the board. Do not move your king unnecessarily or allow it to be attacked and checkmated. Try to castle quickly and protect your king. In this diagram, white has a well-protected king. Here are the rules to follow in the opening. 1. Don't develop your queen early. 2. Don't move the same piece twice. 3. Move central pawns. 4. Avoid unnecessary pawn moves. 5. Develop knights before bishops. 6. Protect your king and try to castle early in the game. 7. Develop your king side before the queen side, because it is usually easier to castle on the king side. 8. Develop your pieces toward the center. Remember, these are general rules that should be followed, but there are exceptions. We will now demonstrate both these opening principles and rules in some games. Let us look at an example of good play in the opening from both sides. 1. E4. White's first move follows the principle of controlling the center, as well as the rule to move central pawns. E5. Black's first move also follows the principle of controlling the center, as well as the rule to move central pawns. Knight F3. White follows the principle of controlling the center. He follows many rules by developing his kingside pieces first. His knight before his bishops, his knights towards the center. He is also attacking black's pawn on E5. Knight C6. Black protects his E5 pawn. Develop his knight toward the center and follows the principle of controlling the center. Knight C3. Knight C3 and Knight F6, both sides follow the rules of bringing knights out before bishops, developing their pieces toward the center and following the principles of controlling the center. Bishop b5. White now develops his bishop. He is threatening to capture the black knight on c6, which protects the e5 pawn. Bishop b4. Bishop b4, black develops his bishop and has a similar threat on white's knight on c3. White and black castle early to protect their kings. d3. White is opening a diagonal for c1 bishop and controlling the center. d6. Black also prepares to bring his last minor piece, his c8 bishop, into the game. Bishop g5. White brings his last minor piece into the game and creates a threat of attacking the knight on f6. As the knight is protected at this moment, White plans to bring his c3 knight to d5 in order to create a second attack. Black will not capture the d5 knight since his queen would then be under attack from White's bishop on g5. Bishop e6. Black responds to White's attack and protects the d5 square and also develops his finer minor piece. Both sides have followed the opening principles: develop their pieces, control the center of the board, and make their king safe by castling. Remember to always follow the three opening principles: development, control of the center, and king safety. Next time we're going to go over 3 games and look at how developing pieces and protecting a king can lead to an advantage after the opening. See you next time and have a safe journey.